Alright, what's up guys? Oh man, where do I even start? One, audio quality is going to be bad. You'll figure that out in just a moment. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. Number 9. Alright, yeah, I just kind of wanted to shut up and let that play. Number 2, I am a little under the weather right now. And if I can just talk for a moment, man, wow, you're going to hear me clear my throat a lot. I just got over pneumonia. I know that that's probably something that sounds made up, sounds like I'm exaggerating, but nope, we don't want to watch that again. I was legitimately diagnosed with pneumonia, so I'm still a little phlegmy in the throat. Also, I want to talk about me making videos for a minute. It has been a long time since I have made YouTube videos. There are many reasons for that, but I am here now. So I wanted to actually start a game and finish a game. This is a commitment to myself and to anyone who wants to watch. And I chose to start off on one of my favorite games of all time, Parasite Eve 2. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering why I'm not doing Parasite Eve 1 first. Well, because in my opinion, Parasite Eve 2 is a better game. I'm more familiar with it, I enjoy it more. I love the first one, and critically speaking, the first one is the better game. It really is. But my taste persuades me to play the second one first. Hate me if you want, that's cool, that's fine. I'm going to play the second one first. So we're going to jump right into this. We're going to hit new game. There's so much nostalgia to this game. And this is not a blind playthrough. I have played this game many times before. So don't feel like I'm going through this for the first time. I am not. Oh, the nostalgia. Oh, the nostalgia. I've also got to remember during this playthrough to let cutscenes play for you guys, because some of you may not have actually played this game or may not have seen this game. Also, I have sort of a foul mouth if you're unfamiliar with this channel, which obviously you are, because this is the first thing I've really posted on it. Don't be surprised if you hear an F-bomb here and there. It's going to happen. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm really excited to get this going. I'm really excited. All this is a recap from the first game. Even the creatures that are like painted onto the target she's shooting, those are actually creatures you get to fight in the first game. All the still frames, they're all, you know, bosses and encounters from the first game. If this series does well, if I can get at least a few views on it, I know that I'm being modest here. It's a brand new channel. No one knows who the hell I am, and that's fine. If I can get a few views, though, and I can actually fulfill my commitment to complete this game, then I'll go ahead and do the first one as well. And that pretty much will be a blind playthrough. Oh no, shot her right in the boobs, man. Can't do that. Simulation over. I am also emulating this game, so there are a lot of things that may go wrong in this particular playthrough. Just so y'all know, if y'all see a random editor jump cut here and there, it's probably because something happened. And I'm realizing right now that I accidentally left my Bluetooth keyboard on. And if it times out for whatever reason, it crashes my emulator. So I've got to remember constantly to like strike a key on the keyboard every once in a while to keep it active. At least during the duration of this first video. I'll disable it next time. That way that's doesn't pose a threat. But anyway, I know a lot about this game. I'm going to be going a lot from memory, but I'm not perfect. I will forget things. I will forget to do things. And I'm also really weird in my weapon choice in this game. So bear in mind that that's going to happen. This first little segment here with the target practice, I usually don't do anymore, but just to refamiliarize myself with everything, let's do some. I like ambush. Yeah, it's perfect. I don't know if the music will really translate all that well. I only have one weapon right now. Let's just do level 1. Back to the basics, Pierce. Let's go. Program start. Alright. Press square to search for a target. Press square once more to aim at a target. Gotcha. Got it. Bap. Not my first rodeo game. But I am playing this on an emulator, and I am using a very awkward controller for this game. Does it automatically have my ammo attached to armor? Cool. But I am using a very awkward controller for this. For those who are wondering, it is a 8-bit do, or 8-bit do. Oh, well, how did I miss that? How was I supposed to do that? Okay, well, I don't know how I managed to miss that, but I did. It is a 8-bit do, or 8-bit do N30 Pro 2. So it is a tiny little thing. It's a Bluetooth controller. It's not quite suited for this. Oh man, I'm doing so bad. Oh wow. Oh, I can't hit the targets. If this is any indication of what this playthrough is going to be like, I apologize. Oh, it's so bad. But again, it's such an awkward controller to use. Both top buttons are like crushed up against each other. So there's a lot of I don't want to say, there's a lot of like, I don't want to say misclicks, but that's pretty much what I'm going for. There's a lot of mishaps with the button presses. So yeah, that's just some things that happen. Oh wow, and I forgot how clunky the tank controls were. Alright, real quick, the option. We're gonna run. Vibration's gonna be on. Really, it doesn't need to be. This controller does support vibration, but it doesn't really do well to the emulator. So we're gonna keep everything else the same. We're not gonna mess with the key configuration. And yeah, that's gonna be that. That way, I can actually run. Cool. Sorry for the coughing and throat clearing and crazy stuff. It's kind of rough, I know. I was really debating whether I wanted to do a Let's Play or not while I was getting over being sick. Man, they had me on so many antibiotics. It was ridiculous. Sir, I understand. Right away. What's that, Pierce? I couldn't hear you over the sound of all the dick in your mouth. That was how, I presume. Bullseye. Got it. Well, looks like the dodos really hit... Oh, the doo-doo. Not dodo. Doo-doos really hit the fan, man. You just say shit. Shit hit the fan, man. So shit's going down at the Acropolis Tower. I just went to a clearance sale there. Not on the roof, I bet. Nah, that'd be a weird clearance sale. Supervising Agent Baldwin. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I want you to go down there right away. Oh, I love this little flavor text here. I love what she says. Last time I checked out a creature sighting, it was just a salesman in a fluffy chicken suit. Fucking furries, dude. Furries. Man, you're trying to be a part of a secret organization that handles neo-mitochondria creatures, and you know what? You end up investigating furries. That's rough. That's how you know you need a better job. Don't get cocky. Alright, well, we're going to cock, lock, rock, and roll, buddy. That's what we're going to do. Pierce is a really cool character, and I'm sorry if I don't read every single little, thing that these people have to say. I also have a save file, and you'll see that when I save in just a moment, actually. But I have multiple save files, and some of them are on different modes of the game. This is not my first playthrough. But I wanted to start a brand new game for you guys. I'm going to be saving on a new block. I didn't want to play replay mode and have stuff that y'all were wondering where it came from and all that. So, yeah. This is going to be a completely new playthrough. I'm going to be doing everything, by the book, trying to do what I can. There are certain puzzle combinations that I'm going to have to research beforehand and write down on some scrap paper. Trust me, that's just going to happen. My car, I have to get ready first. Okay, so I guess we got to go see Jody. Jody is the quartermaster here. Firearms control. But there's going to be a lot of things that I have to go and research and write down in order to... before I start the recording, just to make sure everything's, solid. Hiya, Aya. Funny, right? Use your BP here to arm and equip yourself. Bring along some tablets, too, just in case. See, even she's telling me right now, you're going to want a pen and paper for this bullshit. I love the fact that the game actually tells you in the first 5 minutes you're playing, you're going to want some scrap paper. Just so you know. I mean, that's ridiculous, right? What'll it be? Can I see a list? What are BP? Nothing, thanks. I'm going to run through this real quick just to get some of the newer people to Parasite Eve familiar with the system. BP stands for bounty points. They're a kind of bonus hunters like yourself can earn. You receive credits depending on the type of NMC you hunt. So, for those who are unfamiliar, the more creatures that I kill, the more bounty points I accrue. The more bounty points I accrue, the more stuff I can buy. As you'll notice, the game kind of starts you out with 200 BP. It's not really enough to do much. I think you can earn more BP in the shooting range. I'm not going to be doing that. I really don't see a point. I'm going to be earning plenty of BP. I'm not going to go and waste time killing every single enemy that's on the field, but I will be doing a lot of them because certain enemies give you more BP than others. And if y'all hear me take a break from talking for just a minute, it's either probably because a cutscene is happening or I'm taking a sip of beer. I've been drinking. Anyway, I'm not going to buy any recovery items. I know I have enough for penicillin and stem and a combat light, and I could buy 2 recovery ones if I wanted. I'm not going to do that. The game gives you plenty of healing items The first time I went through this, I played through, and at the end of the game, I had so many healing items that I didn't use. It was unreal. So, and I was blowing through them too. Like, I mean, I was healing every chance I get. So we're going to pass on this for now. Every gun uses a certain caliber ammo. That's why the ammo's in different colored boxes. I mean, like, duh, right? So, why did Pierce try and put 9mm Parabellum in a revolver? That's because Pierce doesn't like guns. He probably had a really bad experience. They gave him a gun. He was a cop before he was a NMC agent. And he probably like whipped his pistol out and was like, "You stop!" And it was some teenager, and the teen reached for something in his pocket. And he probably shot the kid. Now Pierce doesn't carry guns. I don't know if that's the true story or not, but that's what we're going to go with. Pierce doesn't like guns at all, so he doesn't carry one. Before you talk to Pierce, you're going to want to... Oh no. Oh no. I should have hit not yet. Ah, I'm so dumb. We're not going to do that. Whoopsie doops. Boopsie whoopsie. My bad, guys. Before you talk to Pierce and tell him that you're ready to go, what you want to do is you want to come over here and search this shelf. They tried to make it kind of obvious for the first area with the blue crosses on them. Honestly, if they would have made the crosses red, it would have stood out more and been more realistic to a first aid box. But whatever. You know, hey, blue. Blue's a good color too. I like blue over red. Just me. But yeah, a drink. You'll obtain a bottle. Sorry for the weird sniffle. Once you obtain something with a question mark on it, you can go into your Use tab, and if you press triangle, it'll examine it. And if you examine things, it'll tell you what it really is most of the time. Very similar to Resident Evil and how it worked. Now, once you get that recovery 3, you're pretty much done in this first area. So we're going to go ahead and say we're ready, and we're going to head on out. Also, for people who are not used to watching any form of Southern person do a Let's Play with commentary, my voice is very annoying, and I apologize. I love the fact she just straight peels out of the damn parking garage. Like, why do that? Why are you so angry that you're going out on assignment that you just peel out of the garage? I'm drinking this like... Well, I'm gonna hang on for a minute. Okay, so I've watched a lot of movies and I've never seen a helicopter crash and then explode. I've always seen a helicopter hit the ground and explode on impact. So that's a weird thing. Oh, and this game has beautiful fucking graphics, by the way. In the cinematic mode. Oh, it's gorgeous. Aya looking fierce right there. But anyway, what I was saying is, I'm drinking this carbonated, pre-mixed margarita in a can, basically. It's 10.0. It's pretty good. But man, it gives me heartburn. Oof, the heartburn is real. Special Agent Aya Brea. I'm with the FBI MIST unit. MIST? Oh, right. You're cleared for entry. Go right in. I would expect this guy to be a little bit more shaken up, whatever. I mean, I would expect him to be more shook, though. We just witnessed a helicopter crash right behind him. And he's like, oh yeah, MIST unit, you can go right in. What is this guy smoking? Anyway, he is calm and cool as a cucumber. What's the situation? The situation? It's out of control. All of a sudden, he's panicked. We had a team on the roof before we lost contact. And now our helicopter's down. The military better get here soon. I don't know. Like, that's so weird to me. He's so calm and collected, and then all of a sudden he's just Oh no, panic mode, engage! It's so weird. A lot of the dialogue in this game is very ham-fisted, and it kind of, I don't know. There's the helicopter. Sad. No survivors. How do you know that? How does Aya know that? Whoa, hey, textural glitch. That was weird. Emulation, folks. I think there's a glitch right here at the door, too. I won't say that for sure. But I seem to remember that there was some sort of glitch right here at the door. Special Agent Brea, FBI. It's one of the coolest, like, introductions in any game. You just hold up a badge. Special Agent Brea here. FBI. Oh no, it's really cool. Well, SWAT went in about 10 minutes ago, but we seem to have lost contact. You seem to have lost contact, or you did lose contact. Come on now. Any civilians inside? They've already been evacuated. They were yelling about creatures. I see. Thank you. This dude just calmly backs up. I love how everybody wants to, like, interrogate me before I go in, even though I'm clearly here to help. This proves it right here. These assholes. Sergeant, an FBI agent just entered the building. That hunter from Mist, right? Mist, Sergeant? Yeah, haven't you heard of him? Damn rookies. They're monster hunters. Let me just point out that within the lore of the game here, they formed after the New York blockade incident 3 years back. None of that makes sense. None of that makes sense at all. Because within the lore of the game, Mist is supposed to be a special unit that's very, very, like, blacklisted. Okay, they're supposed to be top secret. No one knows about them. So the fact that those, like, random cops, and I'm assuming that the Acropolis Tower is supposed to be, I don't know where it's supposed to be located, but I can guess what building it's supposed to resemble. Keep in mind this game was made in like 1999 or 2000. I might even be stretching that a little bit further forward than what it actually is. But I think this is a 99 or 2000 game. It said it in the intro, I believe, but I didn't really pay attention. But yeah, nothing is supposed to be known about Mist. They're supposed to be a top secret agency. So the fact that these random cops know about Mist and when they formed and all that, none of that actually makes sense. And yeah, oh my god, right? That is a lot of blood. Something went horribly not right here. Alright, so without further ado, we are going to jump right into this. Wah! He just does this weird little noise where he's like, wah! It's so stupid, but it's so nostalgic to me. Alright, we're going to answer the phone. SWAT. Yeah, they're all dead, sorry. Obviously, I didn't make it in time. I'm going to go ahead and save the game. Saving the game is very important. And I'm not going to save scum too much, or at least I'm going to try not to. But this emulator does have a quick save function. So for instance, I just quick saved. I can walk over here and snap right back to this. That's kind of nice in this game, I'm not going to lie. Emulation, if there's any benefit to it whatsoever, I can handle a few graphical glitches here and there, as long as I get that quick save feature, because that is beautiful. I don't really edit my videos. I may edit these a little bit, but I try not to edit them too much. It's a potato of a speaker that I'm, playing through. It is horribly recorded. I understand that the quality of my videos is not very well, thought out or planned out. I just don't have good quality equipment right now. So with that being said, I don't really feel the need to edit my videos all that much. If I had a really nice setup, yeah, I'd probably edit them more. But, it's already kind of trash quality. Why not just save the time? It's not about whether people think my videos are top quality. It's the fact that I'm playing a game and I want people to enjoy watching that game being played. So yeah, That's how I feel about it. Sorry, just went on a little rant there. My apologies. Rant over. Exclamation point. There's something on the bench. Alright, that's the game telling you, hey, this is your introduction to ammo boxes. These have an unlimited amount of ammo, but it's ammo of a certain type. In this particular case, it's 9mm PB. You will find parabellum rounds everywhere in this game. That will come into play later. Alright, so there are some dead people. Check the dead people. If you're going to play along with me in this, trust me, click on them until it reads the same thing over and over. Parasite Eve 1 and Parasite Eve 2 both are very bad about wanting you to check stuff. And they want you to check things over and over. It's a very obscure system because it may not look like there's something in this corner over here, but if you walk over here and search like 4 times, it'll give you something. Which actually in this corner it won't. I'm just using that as an example. As you can see, there's nothing to really examine. Actually, it sent me through the door. But that's the way the game works. If you see suspicious things, search them over and over. Trust me.
Freeze.
Wow, our first example and one of the only few examples of voice acting in this game. Are you hurt? Nothing serious. I'll be okay. Where's the rest of the SWAT team? Didn't you see them? Those things. They killed everyone. Everyone? All except this lady, a civilian. Please, you gotta go save her. Where is she? Probably still in the cafeteria. Please. Watch your back. Also, I'd like to point out that this guy doesn't make any fucking sense either. Because he starts off cocky, arrogant, because, you know, there's a hot chick coming to check on him. He's like, oh yeah, it's just a flesh wound. I'll be alright. I'm good, man. Although he's clearly hurt. He's trying to suck it up because there's a hot chick asking him questions. And then he instantly goes to the fact that he's begging you to go do something he should probably be doing. Ugh, I don't know. The dialogue is so, like, weird and confusing in this game. Also, I'd like to point out that there is, in fact, a reflection in this window. For 1999, guys, that is fucking amazing. Look how accurate the reflection in the window is. That is awesome. And also, Square Enix, oh man, look at this. They got some Coca-Cola sponsorship. Nothing useful here, sadly. There's probably something hidden in this hallway. I don't know where it's at. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I don't even know where the time for this video is. I did not plan this first episode very well at all. It was kind of a whim kind of thing. I just sort of decided to wing it. I just decided to start recording and see where it went. So, I don't know how long this video is going to be. It may be 30 minutes long. It may be 45 minutes long. It may be an hour long. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Sitting in this position for a while kind of hurts my back. So, yeah. We'll figure it out. If my memory serves me right, we need to go down this set of steps, which Aya does not want to do, apparently. I can look at the corner of that room up there, it'll send me through the door, but you gotta be dead center on the steps in order to go down the steps. Hey, I was right. That dude is getting fucked up. I also like the fact you can stand here all day and that thing's just chewing him apart. It doesn't matter if I stand here or shoot the thing, dude's gonna die. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take this thing down. Oh no. No you don't. Alright. It auto reloads at the end. Well, it's supposed to. It didn't auto reload that time. That's interesting. I've never noticed that before. At the end of almost every other fight. Watch out. They're not what they seem. They didn't have voice acting, so I figured I'd do it for them. But anyway, at the end of almost every other fight in the game, if not every other game, he's gone. He's dead. It auto-reloads your weapon. I'm too late. I'm too late. When it starts giving you the same bit of text over and over, that's how you know there's nothing else you can do there. There is a small area this way. I don't really think there's anything over there. At least not that I remember. And my memory is crap, so y'all will have to bear with me. And also, the only instance in this game. This is a huge, huge deal through text. They're talking about, oh, they're not what they seem. Be careful. This is the only enemy in the game that I know of that takes on a human appearance and then changes. Well, no, I take that back. There are two. There are two. There's one coming up in a later segment. But there's two. They make a huge deal about that in the game. But in all honesty, it's really not as big a deal as they make it. Alright. Once you get close enough to her, it'll automatically walk up. And she'll be like, ma'am, you're safe now. I'm with the FBI. I'm going to get you out of here. Clunk. Go home, you're drunk. Cafe my ass, more like pub. Whoa, hey, alright. Maybe you haven't been drinking. You're on a lot of drugs. That's some weird drugs. Oh man, that's a hell of some drugs. Oh man. I do not want to have what she's having. Oh. This is terrifying too. I hate this. Oh, her mouth rips open. Oh no. And it's all like goopy, like jello. And her hair falls out. Crunch. Man, those were probably like $400 glasses too. Alright, so this fight is actually rather hard the first time you go through it. Is it the hardest? No, but it is hard. And this is where I'm going to introduce y'all to Parasite Energy. You start with one little thing that you can do, which is pyrokinesis. Ow. That will make the fight much easier. Trust me. Oh no, my roommate's dogs are going nuts right now. Y'all will probably hear random dog barking in the background. I apologize. He's going to drop you a recovery 2, just in case you got hit a few times, which I did. You're going to want to search this thing. You're going to get a metal implant. It's automatically going to make you leave this area. There is a magazine on that table right there. You can come back and get that. Bam! Hit him with the magnum. Unnecessary, unnecessary, unnecessary. Really unnecessary. But I mean, hey, whatever, you know. It was disguised? No, it transformed. A wounded SWAT officer asked me to come rescue her. SWAT? If you say so, Aya. We're gonna need bigger guns. Aya, call Mist for backup now. I don't know if Rupert is like a senior field agent or what, but I don't know how he can just like give me orders. Filled up my MP completely. Might as well use it. If you use pyrokinesis right there, and again, I'm not pressing buttons, auto reload. There you go. If you use pyrokinesis right there, I don't like pepper spray, I don't use it. Clogs up your inventory. If you use pyrokinesis right there, it'll make that battle also very, very much easier. Once you come back up here to use the phone to call for backup, go ahead and grab you some ammo. Because the gun that you're using right now, all blue weapons are going to use 9mm. So the majority of the weapons the game either gives you or you obtain use 9mm ammo. The other type of weapons in this game are shotguns, and they will be yellow and they will use buckshot. Those are the two main types of weapons in this game. Other than 9mm and buckshot, there's only one weapon that uses rifle ammunition, and I think there's only one weapon that uses magnum ammunition. So, with that being said, it's not really, I don't want to say worth it, because it's definitely worth it to branch out into other weapons. You will deal a lot more damage, and it will further your potential drastically. But it's not necessary. If you hear the little squeaky noises, which I don't know if that translates well onto my microphone, you're going to want to aim and shoot. Any tiny little squeaky noises are probably going to be either a moth or a bat, and both of those NMCs are very annoying. It can inflict some nasty status elements on you. So, continuing on ahead, I'm going to drop a quick save right here, just in case anything happens. We're going to go back inside of the diner, cafe, whatever you want to call it. And now, we can grab the scientific journal. And again, if we go into what, this is actually a key item. If you can't find something in your normal items, it's going to be a key item. We go into here. If I press triangle on this journal, it'll give us the little key item icon. It'll tell us it's a Mendel, which is the September issue. And actually, if you scroll down, you can read many things about mitochondria and DNA. It tells you there's deoxyribonucleic acid, all that. I'm going to scroll back up, and then I'm going to go through it kind of slowly. If you want to pause and read, you can. This is as fast as it'll let me scroll, by the way. So Mendel, if you want to read that. Whoops. If you want to read that. There's a lot of info here. I'm telling you, there is a lot of info here. This sets up the basis of pretty much the entire game. This tells you about Aya Brea, who saved New York basically in the last game, which was Parasite Eve 1. And this tells you about viruses being able to carry mitochondrial alterations and DNA altering substances within them, which is the basis of what's happening in this game. Now you'll notice on the metallic implant we got from the first boss, if I hit triangle, it does not show me what it is. This comes in handy later on in the game though, so it will stay in your inventory. Key items don't take up space, but you're gonna want, I don't think you have much of a choice but to pick this up. You're gonna wonder how to use it if you go a certain path in the game. There are multiple endings. Certain endings you won't use it, certain ones you will. That's all I'll say about that right now. We're going to be trying to go for the best possible ending, but no promises. Also, if you didn't notice, there's a little thing right here. You can shoot him behind the counter. It doesn't really matter if you go back there and kill him or if you're shooting him from behind the counter. It's better to do it this way because he can't hurt you at all. So we're just going to go ahead and take him out. If you press your fire button while you have no ammo in your clip, it'll go ahead and reload for you. But keep in mind, timing on that is ridiculous. If you're ever in a high stakes battle, such as a boss battle, and you're shooting, and you have like 2 bullets left in your magazine, and you find a bit of a break where you can actually reload safely, I would go ahead and reload the way that it tells you to reload, which is pressing start and selecting the ammo in your hotbar. That is if you have ammo equipped in your hotbar. I usually don't, because the weapon I use in this game does not have a very long reload time at all. So being in a safe spot to reload is not a big issue. But then again, it all comes down to playstyle. If you chose to buy the rifle early on and are using rifle ammunition, which you have to buy, it's not supplied to you for free. In that particular case, I would highly suggest equipping the ammo to the hotbar and making sure you're in a safe spot to reload, because that is a long reload animation and you will get fucked. And it will interrupt your reload, you will not be able to reload, and you will still take damage and it will suck. Notice this big bright yellow box on the wall that says key on it. I know it's a little hard to read, it's always been like that. That's not because of my resolution, it is literally just, you imply that it says key. So, I'm going to try and read that. I think it literally says key box. I'm almost positive it says key box. I don't know why anyone would label a key box. That's dumb. Why not key storage? Or just not write anything on it at all? It seems like if someone ever broke into this place, they're like, oh hey, there's a key box here. Let's just grab some keys. Work schedule for the diner. Alright, so the first place you're going to want to go into is this little utility room here. You can also get into the kitchen from here via this door. You know what? Let's go into the kitchen. This is where I just killed that one NMC. I forget exactly what his name was. There's a dead guy here, not a SWAT soldier. You can pick up a recovery 1 off of him. So that may be worth your time. And also, there's an ample inside of here, which is a stem. I'm not going to take this because I don't use them. But they can be useful for curing certain status ailments. So if you want to pick that up, that's where that is. I don't think there's anything else in this room, so we're just going to go ahead and head back out. Now, the place we're going to want to go before we go anywhere else is this little side utility room. That key that we just picked up will go in here, and this is where we get to the horrible puzzle aspect of Parasite Eve 2. I'm using a directional pad to move this cursor, and you can see that's as quick as I can move it. That's annoying. I wish it was just a tad bit faster. That way it didn't feel so lethargic and clunky. But you know what? Hey, preference, right? That's just me. You can examine it, and it'll tell you, hey, it's a keyhole. Different from the right one. Or go ahead and use your items. We're going to stick this blue key that we just found in there. And as you'll see, that's going to open up the escalator. And there's something that doesn't make sense about that escalator too. And I'll get to that when we go down there. Come over here to the desk, you're going to find some cameras. This is also a dumb thing about the puzzle aspect of this. This one is not so bad because it just says push. It offers you an item. You can't use an item on this at all. There's no item you can use on this, so that's kind of a dumb option. So we're going to push. I'm going to push. I'm pretty sure 2 clicks is max, like most efficient brightness. If you go above that, which it'll totally let you, it's way too bright to see. So you only need 2 clicks. Don't waste your time. This is maximum efficiency right here. We're on the first one, so we're going to go to the second one. This is where that guy was, right here, that we talked to that told us to go save the girl in the cafeteria. He got up and walked out of there. So, he wasn't hurt that damn bad. There's Rupert. He's walking through an area, probably the same area that we're about to get into, which is the fountain area. Here's a SWAT member. What's that he's doing? Seems to be behind a statue of some sort, playing with something on the ground. And it almost seems like there might be a blinking light, like right there. I don't know. Interesting, huh? This looks like a camera from on top of the Acropolis building. Looks to be displaying some sort of catwalk. interesting. And this is from an area that is for tourists. It's high up on the tower, but it's not so high that it's on the roof or anything. It's got like the little viewfinder things and all that. Very, very touristy. That's all you're going to use that desk for. Honestly, it's just two little clues. The next thing you want to look at is this quote-unquote weird graffiti. This doesn't look like weird graffiti to me at all. But, you know what? Maybe it's just a translational issue. So, bridge. This is your first puzzle of the game. It's noted that the line below the line on the paper is considered 1, and in between that is considered 2, while a musical note on that bottom line is considered 3. So, if we look at the bottom score, which says bridge, there are musical notes arranged in a certain order to give you a certain number, which you can only assume may be a code. And there's also a picture of a bridge with a keypad next to it, pinned up right beside this next to the top score. It's hard to see all that. It really is, because, come on, like 1999, 2000 graphics. But that's what's going on in this image here. In this little segment of the game, that's what's going on, I promise you. There's also something written on that piece of paper with like a flame on it, or maybe that's just a ketchup stain at the bottom left hand, or not left, but bottom right hand corner. So, I don't know what that says. Hikari? Kai? Or Care? I don't know. I'm assuming that's going to be some sort of like almost Japanese name. It's probably one of the developers, and he snuck his name in the game somewhere. I could be totally wrong about that, but I thought it was interesting. And that ketchup stain on top of that piece of paper looks just like a little flame. So, I don't know. Maybe interesting. Maybe like somebody's screen name from the development team or something. But back to the bridge code. So, the bottom line is a 1. We know that. We can match that directly to that last one. The last musical note on the bottom. So the last musical note represents a 1. As you can see, there's question marks underneath it. Now, if we count the spaces, 1, 2, 3 is the bottom line, 4, 5 is the second line. So, 5 something 1. And because that middle musical note is right in the middle, it's only one more than the first one. So that makes the bridge combination 5, 6, 1. So, good to remember that. Whee! Alright, let's go this way. Whoops. Oh god, tank controls. Alright. Once you understand the bridge code, you look at the terminal, you grab the key and use the key. We're going to be going out here. There shouldn't be any enemies out here the first time around. And there's also a way to check your map by pressing select. If any area you have come across is shaded in red, it'll be a very light red, not the same color red as your cursor, or I don't want to say cursor, but your indicator that that's where you are. As you can see, it says I'm facing that way. If I turn this way, it'll say I'm facing the other way. That indicator is a much darker red. It'll be like a light red, almost a pink color. If you ever come across an area that's shaded in pinkish red, that area has enemies in it. Very good to know. I'll show you that later. We come over here, there's an obvious blood stain on Poseidon's fountain here. If you examine it one time, it just says Poseidon's fountain. If you examine it a second time, a large blood stain. If you examine it a third time, hey, something's floating in the water. If you examine it a fourth time, it'll tell you it's hard to see, the water's cloudy. And at that point, it'll start repeating everything. No, it won't. There's a fifth time. People tossed coins in here. There we go. 5 times. That's to highlight the amount of detail they put into this game and how many times you have to click on something before you know there's nothing else you can do with it. Coming down this path, you'll see that there's a single red tree over here. Only tree with red leaves. There's a small path behind it, so you can step up there. If you do that, I will walk through here, and coming back here, you'll find an ammo box. It does not have ammo in it. Instead, we get a capsule. This is the only time in the entire game where you'll find an ammo box that doesn't have ammo in it. If we come over here and look at this capsule, we find out it is a protein capsule. It adds 5 to your max HP, and it can be used to recover full HP. These are awesome. I'm going to go ahead and use it. Because no matter whether you use it early or late in the game, it's going to give you a permanent plus 5 to your maximum HP. So honestly, if you use them earlier on in the game, you're going to be doing better off late in the game. But keep in mind, they are full heal items. So they are useful for a lot of things. If we come out over here, whoa, hey, looky here, there's some things happening. Just one? Just one. And you'll see at the end of every battle, it'll give you XP, BP. Something ripped through his polymer vest and disemboweled him. Such incredible power. I examined him once. You know the drill. Let's go back through it. There's something next to him. Now I get a penicillin. Very tricky game. I'm going to shut up about how many times you got to click on stuff, but trust me, now I've given you like 3 examples. It is very, very important that you do that. I'm going to come back up here. Every time you come to this area, it's very wise to go ahead and grab some more 9mm ammo. And with that being said, I'm going to hike up these stairs. Come over here and save my game. Saving is very important, guys. Very, very, very important. And I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. I'm having a blast playing this game again. I didn't really think I was going to, but like I wanted to play it. I knew I would have fun playing it. I just didn't realize I was going to have this much fun playing it. This is great. And I want to thank all of you for coming on this journey with me. And I will see y'all in the next video, guys. Peace out.